Christmas is a time of joy, a time to share all the wonderful memories with friends, family, and loved ones. Of course, we express this through gifts. Gifts that express our truest, deepest gratitude for the people around us. And what better way of doing something like that than to get stopped by a random guy on the street and buy his mixtape?
It's time to stop!
A little bit of backstory on this incredibly strange, very uncharacteristic video. So, this complete nonce over here decided it would be an absolutely fantastic idea to spend some of his hard-earned money on buying me a Christmas present, but not just any Christmas present. No. We don't just stop with just a random Christmas present. We need one with passion, with dedication, with heartfelt thought put into it. Of course, we buy him a mixtape from some random dude who was like, hey, I like you, your girlfriend's cute, buy my mixtape. And he was like, yeah, sure. That's pretty much the story. That's the entire story of what happened. So I have acquired this mixtape. This is a mixtape by the artist who goes by the name of Expensive Black. And no, YouTube, that is not a racist remark. He is a black guy who goes by the name of Expensive Black. You can't take my video down for that, but it will get demonetized. Oh, wait a minute. I've not had 1,000 subscribers. Did I tell you guys to subscribe yet? Let's hit 5 likes. 5 likes and we'll release our own mixtape on this YouTube channel. Sounds like a pretty good idea to me. Anyway, so looking at the mixtape itself, it's just a regular old CD, and on the front of it, I can see a total of 14 tracks. So we're really being treated, we're really getting the treatment right now, I've gotta say. We've got tracks such as In the House, Set the Club on Fire, Every Time I Think of You, Clap Your Hands, Only God No, Don't Stop This Jam, I Like the Way You Talk to Me, I Am Back, Ooh Foma You Go Wound, Ooh... What? Favorite Girl, with a random capitalized L at the end, Put It Down, okay, Mama Cares, What You Gonna Do? Well, I'm probably just gonna put it down again, to be honest. And finally, Shake Your Body Girl. I just want to make a statement that the rest of this video will be entirely unscripted. I've personally never listened to this mixtape before, so I have no idea what awaits me. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I should clarify that I've not actually listened to this yet. This is going to be a completely blind review of this mixtape. Like I said, I've got literally no idea what any of this sounds like. To me, I'm assuming it's going to be something like hip-hop or, you know, like R&B or something. Just by the name of the artist being Expensive Black. But I don't know, it could be something like opera or something like that. Now, I'm not into hip-hop or R&B or anything like that. I mean, my musical tastes are not even remotely close to these genres. With this being said, I think I can give a fair enough review of something like this. I'm gonna admit I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got literally no idea, but I am being the qualified guy for the job. That's me right here. So let's load up the disc and we'll see what happens. Oh my fucking God! Alright, so immediately I've already been lied to. So on the front of the disc it said that there was 14 tracks. And I'm looking at it in Windows Media Player, and there is 13. There is only 13 tracks on this disc. So, firstly, I've been lied to. Expensive Black, you can't play me like this. I'm sorry, you can't do this to me, man. Seriously, what do you call this? I'm about to pour my heart and soul into reviewing this, and already, I have been let down. Come on, man, you can't do this to me. What do you think this is? Some kind of terrible review? That's exactly what this is. Right, moving on.
Ah, boy, here we go.
Mixtape review. That's a stolen meme. I'm not ready for this, not at all, right? We're gonna do track number 1, In the House. Let's give it a listen. Oh, that bass was juicy. Oh my god. Oh, that should just be like, if I was looking for an introduction to my videos, that's what I would open up with. Amazing. I mean, I can't really say much else. It's a 26-second introduction, guys. I can't really say very much about it. I'm sorry. Next track. Oh dear. I feel like I stepped into the wrong neighborhood suddenly. Jesus Christ. Maybe I'm not ready for this. What? What?
I want to set it club on fire, set it club on fire, digital the music come. I want to set it club on fire, set it club on fire, digital the music come.
Alright, so, from what I can tell, he's already paved out his future right there. It's like he walks into a club and he's like, hey DJ, hey boy, fire, actual physical pyromancy. Okay.
I'm on my way on the MCs, driving so fast because I know that everybody in the club is waiting for me to arrive and explode the club with my lyrics. Of course, they know that I'm the best in this game. Everybody get ready.
So, like, firstly, I'm a little bit lost. Like, it's decent, which is weird. It doesn't sound synthetic, which is what you get with a lot of sort of bootleg, mixtapes. Admittedly, this isn't the first custom mixtape I've ever listened to. I've listened to another one before, which I found in the middle of a street, and that one was awful. That one was like the picture of the guy on the screen. You know the one I'm talking about, the one that got millions of views and people were like, why is this an advert on YouTube? Unfortunately, I think the main issue with this song is that it's very repetitive. The first sort of verse and then the chorus, it's like that 3 times over. That's all it is. It's simply just the same thing 3 times over, which, I mean, it's a start. It's alright. But, I mean, like I said, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, like, I definitely recommend the first track. Set the Club on Fire gets a thumbs up. It's a okay emoji out of 10.
Crawling in my skin.
Every time I think of you, it makes me want to listen to a mixtape. Boy.
Yeah, you and I, the two of us, the both of us, together again. I know you like that, Every time I think of you, I think of love, I think about the things we do.
Oh, he wants to be with me. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, thank you very much, Expensive Black. I don't get that very often, so thank you very much. Unfortunately, I'm a very heterosexual male, so I can't really accept your offer, but thank you anyway.
It was just like yesterday, when I walked into the club, I saw you sipping on that glass of wine, I was staring at you.
Sorry, who sits in a club and sips wine? I don't go to clubs often, but I know people don't do that. Listen, Expensive Black, right? This is just a statement to you, right? I know where you're from, or at least I'm assuming I know where you're from, because I know where this mixtape was acquired, okay? I'm from the exact same place that you are. Now, I may not sound like I am, okay? I may not sound like I'm from the same city as you, but I am, and I have to say that around here, no one goes into a nightclub and sips on wine. They chug it by the bag. They will make a cut in the bag with a knife that they keep in their pocket, and they will just devour. They will absolutely just ravage wine, and then they will get completely shit-faced to the point where they are not even conscious anymore, and they are nothing more than a drunk, hollow shell of themselves looking to get laid. That is how nightclubs work around here, okay? Again, I don't go to them often, but I can tell you for a fact People do not sit there sipping wine, okay? That is something that more sophisticated people do. That being said, this sounds more like the plot to a love story than it does to your son. Oh, what am I talking about? Oh my god.
Then we started dancing, later we started kissing, until your friends came intruding, whispering something in your ear.
Wow, what terrible friends.
When I told my friends that I was falling in love, they all looked at me and laughed. They said, expensive black, we've had this before.
Expensive black, don't listen to your friends. If you've genuinely fallen in love, then that's a good thing. They should be there to support you. What terrible people.
Every time I think of you, I think of love. I think about the things we do.
The first time I kiss you, boy, I touch you, boy. I just wanna be with you.
Okay, so that was Every Time I Think of You. It was alright. It was, you know, like, it kind of gives off the impression it's, definitely a little bit better than you'd expect for something that, again, was bought on the street. Custom mixtapes. Very good, would definitely, listen to this whilst driving. There's two issues with that. Firstly, again, I know nothing about this type of music, but secondly, I can't drive. This one gets a, wow out of 5.
What a beautiful duet.
Alright, I think this is Clap Your Hands, I think.
Oh, I wake up this morning feeling so much better, with this instrumental. And let us go mental. Come on, clap your hands, stamp your feet. I say clap your hands, stamp your feet. Come on, clap your hands. Some team are definitely going to win, and some team are definitely going to lose. But only 17 teams can survive the Premiership battle, and 3 teams is gonna drop down to relegation. At the same time, only one champion can be pronounced. And who is that? That is me, Expensive Black. Ever since Big and Pop, that rockstar think that rap star can never rise. But they just mistaken, because another black born rapper have just been discovered. It's not over, you feel me?
It's more like, you know, I take Expensive Black humble bragging over the fact that he's better than every single team, sports team in the world, over anything that RiceGum could do.
Please don't punish me, because English is not my first language.
What?
English is just a borrowed language to me, but that doesn't mean I cannot impress the ladies.
Okay, so the entirety of that song was just basically him being like, I'm Expensive Black, I'm better than you, I don't speak English. Clap Your Hands gets a hand clapping emoji out of laughing till I'm crying emoji.
Only girls on the way that I feel. Only girls see the tears in my eyes. Only girl, yeah.
Alright, so immediately, I'm just gonna say that there's a huge issue with the fact that I can't hear a word that you're saying, dude. Turn the music down. Your levels are completely off in your introduction. What is going on? Again, I don't know much about music. I'm not a composer. I don't make music. In fact, I've never played an instrument in my life. But the thing is, I know the difference between when you're supposed to be hearing someone talk and when the music is too loud. Bro, your music is a little bit too loud there, fam. Alright, just turn it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Really appreciate that, thank you.
Life is difficult, most especially if you have nobody to lead you to the right track of life.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Expensive Black. I'm on 922 subscribers on YouTube. That'll get you about 2 follows on Twitter. How about that? Alright, that sounds like a pretty good trade. You've got people supporting you. Don't ever be pessimistic. Don't think too badly on yourself, because guess what? Guys like this white, socially awkward idiot over here has got you covered, fam. Don't worry. I keep saying fam. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me?
I walked straight to the town center. The town looked so crowded, and everybody was busy minding their business.
Okay, so, Only God Know, gotta say, it's probably the weakest one so far. The title doesn't really give off very much about the song, and the song ends up being like, I started from the bottom, and now I'm here. Hey, Lamau, it's your boy. And that's about it. That's what ends up being. So the prowess, the central theme of the song, which I wasn't really feeling it. So only God knows that rating. Alright, let's move on.
Everybody in the club, come on, freshen up, because it's about to get ugly.
Freshen up, guys. It's about to get ugly. Oh my god.
Gay, don't stop this jam. The ladies in the front, I love it, need. All the fellows at the back, I feel it, need. And if you love it and you feeling it, so that's too weird, come on.
Okay, so this is like a more electronic version of Set the Club on Fire. It's almost the same kind of vibe to it, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like when these songs are quite literally 4 tracks apart on the mixtape, and I'm having a little bit of trouble sort of like getting into this one, because it's like, it has the same problems with Set the Club on Fire, where it's kind of like, it's very repetitive in the way that it's done, and like I said, it's a very electronic version of it, which has both its positive and negative aspects, which there's not really a kind of a groove to it, per se. Maybe this would work in like a bit more of a casual, sort of chill-out environment. Maybe this sounds good when you've consumed one too many marijuanas, but possibly not beforehand, because that could be a lethal overdose. Don't Stop This Jam gets a jam sandwich out of 7.